Nectarine and Wild Berries Melt and Pour soap, glycerin soap. And I'm going to use 1 pound of Soap Goods goat's milk with shea, about 1/3 of a pound of cocoa butter, and 1 pound of the Soap Goods clear. And so I'm going to melt these down and finish cutting this up. And then I'm going to mix my colors with a little bit of glycerin, a little bit of golden pineapple yellow mica powder, a little bit of adobe orange, some coral orange reef, just a drop or two of the stained glass lemon yellow. And I'm going to try to get nectarine color and then try to get a little bit of a swirl. I'm going to melt these and get them ready, and then I'll come back and add the fragrance. One eternity later, I have the glycerin, and I'm going to mix these colors and try to get a nice color out of it. Let's see. I think I'm going to start with the yellow and add a little bit of orange to that. Yeah. You know, I never know how much is too much and how much is quite enough. It's not that easy for me to guess, and so I'm going to try just a little bit of the yellow and less than that of the orange, and try to get kind of a nectarine color out of it, whatever that's supposed to look like. Alright, oh, that's good. Yeah, on the counter, nectarine colored counters. Alright, I'm going to stir this up with the glycerin, and that's looking kind of good. I like that. And this is what I'm going to add to the goat's milk and shea. Isn't that what it is? Yeah. That's a nice color. It's real nice. I like that. Hopefully it doesn't lighten up too much in all this base, a pound of base and however much I used in here. Okay, so that's going to go in there. And then this, what was this? Oh, God, how'd that come out? Alright. Well, it's going to be an interesting cleaning situation with all this mica going on the Formica. Ha! Okay, nobody thinks I'm funny except me. I think I'm really funny, and I also think I'm really messy. Okay, this is turning into a, whoa, golly, it's jumping everywhere. It's turning into a cosmic purple fuchsia color, kind of a, not exactly, it's coral orange reef, but it looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It's a crazy pink. It's a little bit wild for what I'm trying to do. Okay, that's alright. Okay, I'm going to try to clean up the mess I made, and I'll take a temperature of heat readings. I'm going to try to see what's what and try to pour them all at the same temperature, which is probably somewhere under 130. I don't know which. Under 130. If I didn't have problems, I wouldn't have any soap at all. This is 148. The clear is 133, and the cocoa butter is a smoking hot 150. So that shows you what kind of deal I got here. I'm going to use Nectarine and Wild Berries fragrance oil, and that's from Crafter's Choice, which is from Wholesale Supplies Plus. And I'm going to do something I normally don't do, and that is eyeball it. And I'm going to start with the hotter goat's milk and shea, because this very well might thicken and also cool off some. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this, and I'm going to do almost half, and then almost half in here, and then just a little bit in the cocoa butter, because that's just going to be for the top. And that turns it a yowza yellow color. I might not even need my liquid yellow. That's pretty yellow there. And let's see what it's doing to my rapidly cooling clear. That's going to be interesting. All right. Well, we're just gonna work with what we got, and I don't dare add this to the cocoa butter because it's gonna turn it a color I don't want it to be. All right. Oh wow, that smells really super good. All right, so the clear is going to have the fuchsia color, so I'm gonna put that in there and see what color it turns it. Thank you for sticking with me on this. The camera battery went dead right as I was starting to pour, but I'll show you what I did. I left my dishes so that you can see. Not to everybody's delight, but Anyhow, what I did was I had the 3 soaps melted, and what I did is first I did the kind of peachy color clear, and I poured about probably an inch, and then I took the shea butter soap that was darker, and I went up back and forth, and then I did that twice, and then the very last thing that I did was I did the white cocoa butter on top, and I dropped it from a pie because I wanted it to go down in there. And then I just took a skewer. I did a little bit of swirling at the top. I didn't go too far down deep because I felt like the heat was going to go ahead and do that for me. So I'm going to take it out, get it out of this silicone mold, which is pretty easy and nice. I like that. Ooh, this looks good. And here it is, sticking to my cutting thing here. That looks pretty neat. Ooh, I like that. I like the bottom. That looks good. And then here's this side. And then the other side. I just kind of goofed around with the top and just did a little squiggly of the leftover pink that was in my container with my glycerin. Now I'm going to cut it. Because I don't have a fancy schmancy cutter, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way and just mark it at an inch and hopefully cut it straight, although I'm not known for cutting it straight. And one last one. There we go. Looks straight to me, but I'm kind of cockeyed. Twist it off so I try not to make drag marks, and that looks pretty solid, that one there. I like the end piece better than the inside. I just kind of rock it back and forth down. That looks solid too. Well, I mean, you can see some swirls. I like the clear sides. Wish it hadn't mixed in so much. But it did. So, let me see. I'll cut one more. There we go with the crooked cutting again. That's lovely. Twist it off. Probably making everybody nervous with that knife. Well, I can see some white. Let's see. I'll cut some more, and maybe once I get further into it, it'll be a more interesting cut. Okay, here's all of them cut, and they sort of all look the same, but my favorite one is this one. I like this one because you can see more of the clear, and you can see how the clear swirled through here, and you can see more of the white. And I think I just poured too hot. I think it was too hot, and that's why it's so mixed together, but it smells really, really good. The nectarine and wild berry is really a nice fragrance, and I will reorder that for sure. And I definitely will not pour so hot next time so that I can get more of a swirl, because I'm not real thrilled about that. If they all looked like these two, then that would be okay with me. Well, one side looks bad. You know, the ends. If they were just all ends, if they were all ends, that would be all right with me. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll cut half of it the way it came out of the mold, like this. Sometimes I'll cut it into 3-inch sections, turn it, and cut it the other way. You can get 2 different patterns oftentimes out of it, and I think that I might have fared better if I'd have cut it the other way. So I may do this one again and cut it the other way. And goat's milk and shea, clear, and what was the other one? Cocoa butter. Yeah, maybe I need notes. And so that's what it is, and that's how it turned out. Probably make it again. I might even do it hot process the next time and see. It's a little bit tricky with the melt and pour glycerin soaps because the temperature is such a factor as far as mixing. So I may do it again, but I'm glad that I made it, so I know what to do next time. And that's what learning this stuff is all about, is knowing what you did right and knowing what you did wrong, and still ending up with soap either way. So I like that part. So thanks. Well, what do you think? Is that some Peasant soap, or is that some Peasant soap? A little more Peasant than I would have liked, but it smells good. I like it. Some of them I like. Some of them I like less. I'll use the ones I don't like first. So, I'll do it again. Thanks.